Hey everybody, it's three guys with three things from the Packers draft, and Mike, you're up.
Well, Larry, the 23-year drought of first-round wide receivers is over in Green Bay, and Mark Murphy made that announcement to the hordes of folks outside Lambeau Field. Matthew Golden, the wide receiver from Texas, is the Packers' first-round pick. 21 years old, just 3 years in college, first two at Houston, then he transferred to Texas, and Texas didn't quite get him going right away. The first 8 games last season, he only had more than 50 yards like twice. But then in the back half of the season, the other 8 games, he had over 50 yards in a game 6 times in 8 contests, and a couple of those were monster games, like 150 yards or so. This is a young guy whose arrow is pointing straight up.
Weston.
Athletically, he checks every box, but I think like Brian Gutekunst was talking about, it's the adversity he's faced in his personal life and how he's overcome some of those challenges. He talked about it before the draft today. You know, his family had lost some property that originally belonging to his grandmother. One of his big goals was after getting drafted, he wanted to buy that property back, which he was telling people is for sale again. And you would think with the Packers signing bonus, first round pick, he'll be able to do so. But a guy that I think very much so has stayed true to himself. I saw one interview too his grandmother did tonight saying the moment he was born, we thought he was going to be a superstar, but even this has gone beyond their wildest imagination.
I've read where Matthew is a great young man and sounds every bit of that. The other thing I wanted to mention about him, he has a penchant for making big plays in big games. He rises to the moment, and you love that in your skill position players because they got to make the plays. And a big shout out before we leave for the Packer fans and actually the fans of the entire NFL who came here tonight. Wes, how many did you say?
205,000 people around Lambeau Field in a town of 100,000 people normally in Green Bay.
And I was worried this morning, what if we gave a draft and nobody came? They came out and they came in droves. That's three guys with three things. See you next time.